Wilkes is a contract killer who has murdered a famous personality. His employer calls him and asks him to deliver the body to the usual place within 4 hours, and he will receive his payment. He wraps the body and starts to drag it out of the apartment, but just then, a couple gets inside and sees him. He is terrified, but it's Halloween night, so they think it's his costume and leave. He is assured, believing that his work will be easy tonight. He reaches his car, but to his dismay, some people have vandalized his car. He is frustrated as he is running out of time. He starts to leave from there, but bumps into a guy. The guy is Alan, and he is impressed by Wilkes' appearance. He is with a girl. He says that they're going to a famous friend's Halloween party and asks him to join them. Just then, another guy called Nick joins them. Even he is impressed and asks Wilkes to join them. He grows frustrated and says that they should move out of their way or they will regret it. But just then, he notices a bunch of cops there. Nick also says that he is not going to get a cab with the body. Having no other way, he decides to join them, but only on one condition, which is that they will have to drop him at his destination after the party. They reach the party, and it's so crowded that people pay no attention to him. Alan meets his friend and the host of the party, Jack. Wilkes goes to have a drink, but just then his eyes meet Maggie's, a woman who is standing there all alone. He goes out on the balcony, but finds the cop waiting outside. Just then, Maggie comes there and compliments his attire. She offers him a drink and tries to start a conversation as she finds him attractive, but he is too aloof and irritated by her desperation. She keeps on chattering, and he finds her to be lonely just like him. A plan pops into his mind, and he asks her to drop him off, and she is so heartened that she agrees to it. He goes out and asks them to drop him, but they refuse to do so and ask him to join the party. Wilkes threatens to kill them, but they take it as a joke. Jack opens his private room and asks them to get inside to have shots. Reluctantly, he joins them. He begs them to drop him off, but Jack is obnoxious, who always gets what he wants, and forces him to stay. Just then, they notice the body move. Wilkes says that he made it using robotics, which is why it does that. They get even more intrigued as the body moves its legs. They get even closer, but the body pukes blood, and they realize it's an actual body. Wilkes takes out his knife, and everyone gets freaked out, but Maggie is surprisingly composed. Everyone is scared and says that they're going to call the cops. But just then, he stabs Nick. They scream in terror, and Wilkes says that he's a contract killer. It's his assignment to send the body before time, but they just got in his way. He also mentions that he enjoys his job, and that's why he does it. But he is bewildered to see a smile on Maggie's face. He then says that if they help him flee, he will let them live. Maggie surprises him and says that she always wanted to do something like this and wants to be his accomplice. Jack asks them to open a drawer where he will find a car key. Maggie opens it, but it rings a loud alarm, which causes a distraction. And seizing this opportunity, they ran away with the body. Jack goes out and tries to warn everyone at the party, but they don't take him seriously, as he is known to pull practical jokes on people. On the other hand, Wilkes is burning with rage as he is running out of time. He threatens to unalive Maggie, but she says that she is a coder, so she can find a way out of the room, and Wilkes lets her live. The guys go out with the body and say that they should go to the cops, but they are shattered when Jack says that he accidentally left his car keys in the room. They start to go through the room, and Maggie finds Jack's phone, which is not locked. Dot says that they should call the cops, but Alan says that it's going to take too long. That's when she says that there are cops outside the building, and Jack runs to call him. The cop is outside, but he thinks Jack is intoxicated. He tells the cop about everything, but he does not believe him and reluctantly goes there. Maggie uses his phone to click pictures of the dead body. After that, she finds a book that has a keypad attached to it. Wilkes blows some powder on it and finds the fingerprint. They finally manage to open the door and be free. The cop comes there and suspects them to be intoxicated and playing a practical joke. They get into an argument, and Jack rips open the bandage. All of them are shocked to see his face, as he is a ridiculously famous person. The cop finally believes them, but he is too slow to react. Just then, the lift opens and Wilkes gets out of there. Everyone freaks out as the cop tries to manage the situation. The guys steal the body again and run from there. The cop accidentally shoots Maggie in the arm, but just then, Wilkes slices his neck. He then takes his badge and leaves from there. On their way out, Maggie says that she can manage to track them. They get tired while dragging the body, but just then, they find a cart and use it to carry the body. Wilkes receives a message asking if there is a delay, but he says that there isn't. Just then, something comes to Maggie's mind, and she takes out her phone. Suddenly, Alan gets a message that Maggie has sent pictures of the dead body. They soon figure out that Wilkes is trying to frame them and make it seem like they are the ones who killed the person. Jack says that they should run away and dump the body, but Dot says that they have their fingerprints and DNA all over it, and the cops will come for them. Alan comes up with an idea and says that they should melt the body, which will get rid of all the evidence. and they can be free. Maggie carries a gun with her and says that she works late nights and is scared about her safety. They find a bar nearby and go there. They catch a lot of eyeballs, so both of them go to the washroom to clean up. Maggie tells herself that Wilkes is the first guy who seems like his type and probably the only one who will be able to handle. The gang reaches a hardware store and breaks inside. Wilkes steals a laptop from another customer and asks Maggie to hack them. The gang collects all the supplies and starts to disfigure the body. Maggie starts to track them. She then asks him why he became a hitman. He says that he always felt like he stood out as a person, but he did not want to suppress his actual being, and that's when he chose to do this. Maggie says that she has always felt the same, but never dared to do something about it. But Wilkes has given her the push to follow her true self. Just then, he gets the employer's call, who says that the cop's body has come to the news, and it's bad. He assures them, and says that he will deliver the body on time. The guys try to dismember the body, but it's getting too hard, and they start to panic. Alan says that they need way more heat to finish the body, and it can't be done in a hardware store. Maggie says that she has hacked them. She then hacks the CCTV footage and finds them walking to the hardware store. She then hacks into the police system and deletes their footage. Just then, a couple of cops get there in a bar, and he says that they should leave. Maggie leaves the laptop, and both of them depart from there. Alan receives a message, and it's the body footage of the cop, which has all three of them in there. They start to panic as Wilkes has everything against them. They are bewildered about how he is getting everything, and that's when Jack says that Maggie is helping him as she is a coder. Alan says that they need to burn the body at 10,000 degrees Celsius, which will completely get rid of it. Dot says that her mother used to work at a mortuary and they can finish the job there. She says that they will take all the money they have and fly to a country where they will be safe. Everyone agrees and starts to run away with the body again. They pass through a graveyard to reach the funeral home. Likes and Maggie reach there and find the card. She holds his hand and he grabs it back. He says that he always thought that it would always be him alone, but then she came in and his perspective changed. Maggie also says that she can finally be herself with someone and they should be together. They start to kiss, but suddenly he stabs her. She is horrified by this, but he says that he does not need her anymore. He says that he was always alone and he will always remain alone. He then leaves for her to die. The gang reaches the morgue, but the guard thinks they are the culprits. But suddenly, Wilkes comes there and shoots him. Dot takes his gun, and they get inside. Jack is panicked and leaves them alone. Dot asks Alan to start the body on fire, and meanwhile, she will hold him back. She tries to keep Wilkes out of the house, but he already has the key. Jack tries to run away, but he does not know that Wilkes is already inside the house. Alan says that the incinerator will take some time to heat up, and Wilkes might come before that. Just then, an idea pops into Dot's mind. Jack gets inside the funeral room and hides inside a casket. But Wilkes gets hold of him and takes out his eye. He then throws the badge and glasses in there. He then goes to Alan and is about to attack him. But Dot comes there with a gun and threatens to shoot him. Alan manages to choke him, but he kicks the gun out of Dot's hand. She gets inside to take it, but Wilkes bites off Alan's finger. She comes out with the gun, but he knocks her out. He then stabs Alan with a pipe and stabs him in the head. Dot comes out with a gun and shoots, but he uses a tray and the bullet reflects, finishing her off. He then takes the body and goes to the selected destination. He calls the employer and says that the job is done, but suddenly he gets shot. Maggie comes from behind as she is still alive. She says that she just wanted to be with him, but he stabbed her instead and is going to pay for it. She then wraps him up and starts to drag his body. Everyone thinks that it's a part of her costume. She dumps his body near a trash bin and leaves from there. So that was the recap for the 2019 show Into the Dark, Season 1, Episode 1, The Body. For more recaps like this, stay subscribed to the channel. And if you have liked this video, you may also like this.